Hello, welcome to the online tutorial classes for the Vidya Bhavan High Secondary School, and I am Megha ma'am. This video is for class 11. The chapter what I will discuss today is the water. In the previous video I have already discussed about the water components and the compartments, and now today I will discuss about the functions of the water. So water is the most abundant nutrient and it's widely spread. Actually we have the 60% to 50% to 60% amount of water in our body. There is many important functions of the water. The first one is water uses as a medium. As the water have many critical and unique physical and chemical property, that's why it is uses as the medium. As a media for the digestive juice, also in the lymph, blood, as well as urine. Okay, so they are undergoes many physico-chemical reactions in the water, and also the reaction takes place in the water and also helps in the reaction. Water takes part in the reactions. So as a medium, the water is a wonderful thing. The second is as a solvent. From the very first, when we consume some food, it gets mixed with our saliva. Saliva, the main constituents of the saliva is water. And then when it goes to the digestive tract, in every second the digestive juice is mixed with it, get mixed with it. Then the main constituents of the digestive juice is also the water. So it already used as a solvent in every time. Okay, so from the food consumption to the saliva and digestive juice mixed up, and then the digestion, the metabolism, the absorption, the transport, all are done by the medium of water. And also the water helps as the hormone and antibiotic transport, as well as solvent for electrolytes. As the water have the mainly two constituents, which is hydrogen and oxygen, but it can the many of the electrolytes can mixed up with it, and we absorb these nutrients and we absorb these minerals by the source of the water. Now next is waste product management. But the lipid soluble solvents can't be mixed up with the water. Okay, the next thing is lubricant. Water used as a lubricant in our body. As I already told you that the main constituents of the water is H2O is hydrogen plus oxygen, or H plus and OH minus, but also it can get mixed with the many of the minerals used in their transport. And also it helps to solid particles to sleep one another, and also it works as a lubricant in GI tract, also in the joints, okay, also in the mouth and esophagus. So these are the lubricant functions of the water. Then next is reactant. The water have the chemical formula is H2O, and it gives the hydrogen ion and hydroxyl ions, and it also can give the oxide ions, also the hydroxyl ions, and the hydrogen ions, and it helps in the hydrolysis reaction. Hydrolysis reactions of carbohydrate, protein and fat. Okay, in many reactions the water also gets produced. Okay, the next point is temperature regulation. Okay, so it can regulate the temperature by respiration, evaporation, etc. Okay, so the next thing is it can help as a dietary mineral source. As I already told you that the water have only two constituents, which is hydrogen and oxygen, but the all minerals can be mixed up with it and water can carry them as well. So the many of the minerals, like it can carry calcium, magnesium, sodium, also the zinc, copper, fluorine, etc. Okay, these all minerals can mixed with the water and can transport very easily. Okay, so these are the functions of the water. First one is as a medium, the second one is as a solvent, third one is as a lubricant, and fourth one is as a reactant. Fifth one is as a temperature regulation. In the temperature regulation, the sixth is in the dietary mineral source. In the next, I'll discuss the water toxicity. What will happen if there is any toxicity of the water or water intoxication? The disease occurred by the water. Okay, so water intoxication, it is mainly due to the heavy metal poisoning. The first one can be the arsenic poisoning, which is very common. As I told you, the water can mix with these minerals, so if there any heavy metals will mix with this water, then it can lead to the poisoning. It can lead to the water poisonous. The second one is if the pesticides or insecticides are mixed with the water, then what happened? Then the water will get intoxicated. The third one is accumulated water can cause edema, hypertension, as well as kidney problem. Okay, if there is the amount of water is accumulated in the body, then it can lead to the edema, also in the hypertension when the pressure of the blood will increase, and the kidney problems. The next is accumulation of water can lead to the dilution of minerals too. Okay, so these are the water intoxication results. In the next class, I will continue the water with the water balance and the thirst mechanism and the hormonal mechanisms of the water. Till then, goodbye.